Greetings everyone, Alstar here. Welcome to Tempest Rising, one of the most anticipating RTS games for the past 2 years, I believe. And it is finally out. I got myself earlier access because my work benefits actually paid for this. And we're gonna jump into the campaign. If you actually check the channel, I've been playing a little bit of campaign on my stream to get a first time impression of the things, but also to prepare myself for a proper playthrough. And that's exactly what I am planning to do, to make a somewhat optimized playthrough of the game using the knowledge I pull from the stream. Of course, the live stream will still be online for anyone who wants to see it. I'm gonna link it down here. But without further ado, let's jump into the campaign, make ourselves a new save state. Get ourselves on insane difficulty, because why the hell not? Name the save state properly. And let's get going. A brief moment of silence.
Commander, good of you to join us. Gotta say, your file was a pretty impressive read. I'm Colonel Fisher. You'll be reporting directly to me. We could certainly use someone with your track record. Intelligence has a situation brewing in, in Iceland. We have routine Tempest harvesting all over the grid, but some of the lights are going out, starting from the east coast. If you ask me, I reckon it looks deliberate. I want you to do a sweep of the area and flush out any Dynasty forces you might find. Remind them that the GDF isn't to be trifled with. I'll link your control interface to the battle network. If you've got any questions, now's the time to voice them.
Fisher is one of the best characters in this game. He's down to earth. He gives no shit about anything. He just wants to be a good leader. Anyway, let's find out what we can ask. Any more info about the Dynasty?
Despite what you hear in the news, the Tempest Dynasty isn't actually led by Domovoy Malkalin. You've seen his face. He's a figurehead, being puppeted around as a mascot. All because he founded the Dynasty, gave his people something to focus on in the fallout. It's PR. These days he probably doesn't know where he is half the time. The Dynasty is actually controlled by Alex Malkalin, his son. That man's the reason the Dynasty even qualifies as a military, rather than a band of old men waving their sticks at the world because of how the war ended. They're a threat, sure, but only because they think they've got something to point. That's why we're here.
What is the threat level? I like the dialogue options, by the way.
Technically, the threat level is negligible. To be honest, I don't like it. If it is the Dynasty, they're up to something. There's a lot of Tempest all over Iceland, and you know they're obsessed with the stuff. Why go all that way just to harass our harvesters? They've got their own irradiated zones to squabble over. Let's hope a small contingent just got a bit too big for their own boots. Watch your back out there, that's all I'm saying.
What kind of forces are we expecting?
According to scopes, nothing. We're chasing ghosts with guns. Maybe it is nothing, but I'll believe that when I see it. Take care of your units, and keep your eyes sharp. They're counting on you.
Right, no further questions.
Glad to hear it. Stand by while I patch you through, and good luck. I put my neck on the block to get you this position. Don't let me down. Let's see what you can do, Commander.
We don't have access... Actually, we do have access to doctrines and armory, but I don't think we can buy anything as of yet. Yeah, 0 points, and armory, 0 acquisition. We're gonna get to those upgrades as the time go, and I will pick the upgrades selectively for specific missions. Let's jump into mission.
Tempest harvesting operations have been disrupted in this area. Dynasty interference is suspected. Retake and hold the position. Await the arrival of a mobile construction vehicle, then build a base and recommence harvesting. Destroy any Dynasty forces and search for signs of a nearby Dynasty base.
Got it. Let's deploy to the mission. I won't lie, cutscenes are really top notch. I've seen a bunch of them, and I'm really impressed by the work. I hope Wayward is really happy about the outcome of this game. Let's start the mission. As my personal quest, I will try to not lose any units until I get the base. It's not going to happen, by the way.
Battle command uplink initializing. Please stand by. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Commander.
We get ourselves a couple of the field scouts.
You got it. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Let's try to lure out some of the
your
enemy
command.
infantry.
You got it. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Rifle ready. Commander. Sir,
Good
yes,
engagement.
sir.
We're gonna try to push forward. There will be still more forces ahead.
You got it. Move out.
There's another team right over
Sir?
here.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Let's lure them closer in.
Acknowledged. You got it. Infantry. Awaiting orders. You got it. On your command. Infantry.
I think I can save this. Yes, I can.
Rifle ready.
We're gonna push forward, try to reach
Sir,
the
yes, sir.
try to reach another
Yes,
squad
sir.
of
Move
troops.
out. Moving out.
Paratroopers incoming! Good luck out there! Style control, roger that.
Unit is under attack.
Reporting.
Couple of airstrikes, but that's fine. We got ourselves another unit, the drone operator,
Got it.
which can actually use the drone to fire over longer distances.
Acknowledged. Going in. I
We're
command.
gonna target the barrels.
Commander.
And
You
move
got it.
forward. Those
You got
stormtroopers
it.
have a lot of situations where the drone is actually
Reporting.
useful. And what's important, the drone actually works in the garrisons and
Yes, sir.
transport planes.
Affirmative.
So we're gonna have a lot of fun with
Moving
this
out.
unit, as you can possibly guess.
Affirmative.
Up we go.
I believe there is another defense over here.
Flame turret sighted! Get back!
You can use the drones to fire the barrels.
Scout with our drones. See if there's another way in. Yes, command. No problem.
Sir, yes, sir.
Now move over here, destroy the rest of the barrels, including the one next to two enemies.
Setting up shop. Taking them down.
Unless they can't fire at those. That's unfortunate.
Taking them down. Ha! You got it. Drone up reporting.
Yeah, let's move over here for now.
Move out.
No problem. Hold it.
Okay.
I'm waiting. Going in.
Can you solve this now? There we go.
We're on it. I command.
Shut down the rest of the barrels. There's still a barrel with two enemies over here.
Awaiting orders.
We're off.
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
repack and move over here.
Acknowledged. You got it. You got it. Move out.
Carefully.
Uh-huh. Up we go.
try to blast this power plant.
Commander,
There's a crate over here, crate over here. This will provide me with extra resources that I can use later on the mission. But for now, we're just gonna slowly push
Spinning her up. Taking position.
and try to get rid of the enemies.
Ready and waiting. We're on it. Combat ready. Got it. No problem.
Carefully, slow.
Setting up shop. No
Uh-oh.
problem. Got it.
Bad time to actually
on
deploy.
your command. Engaging enemy. Affirmative.
I'm gonna back off the 2 damaged dudes.
Infantry. Commander. Rifle ready.
Alright, that worked.
Acknowledged.
Drone up reporting. Roger that.
Now carefully.
Objective accomplished.
Blast those barrels. I found another objective. Destroy Sam's sites. There are 4 of them. 3 over here, 1 close by. Destroying this one will probably trigger reinforcements if I recall correctly.
You got it.
Spinning her up.
Moving out.
But
Sir,
let's
yes,
collect
sir.
the crates first.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Move out. You got it. Sir, yes, sir. You got it.
There
Acknowledged.
we go.
Affirmative. Line them up. Targeting.
Sam site blasted. I can get rid of the silo, and we are receiving some reinforcements.
Operator. Up we go.
Riot medic, ready to roll. Let's get to work.
Roger.
We got our medic unit, so everything should be alright now, and we also got ourselves 2 sentinel cars. We're gonna immediately switch them to the marking projectile rounds, because marked enemies will drop me intel resource, which I can use later on to deploy the healing turrets,
On call.
which will heal
Location received.
my forces over a large area.
Understood. On my way.
We're gonna take a long route over here.
Commander, we are under fire here. Need an assist.
Actually, I guess I should take the shorter route. Quickly switch to the normal fire mode. All the forces should be heading over here to at least try to save some of my grenadiers.
Suppressing.
Unfortunately, you're not able to rescue all of them, I believe, on insane difficulty. But 2 of them should still do the trick. There's another crate over here.
Thanks for the help, Commander. Standing by for orders.
We're gonna let the riot medic do his job. Meanwhile, I'll collect this crate.
Commander, GDF forces collect intel as a resource. Intel is used to authorize limited countermeasures such as unit abilities and support powers.
And that's exactly what I am doing.
Style, control, roger that.
Let's deploy. Try to hit this hunter car.
The Sentinel Scout car's alternate fire mode exchanges firepower for marking rounds, generating intel when marked targets are destroyed.
Patch yourselves up.
On your command.
Alright, Grenadier can handle this. He's getting heals from the riot medic, so that's fine.
Ready for contact.
You unbind yourself from the moat. We can move further.
As I can. Stay right there. You gotta get past me.
Shoot the barrels.
My way. Hold it there.
This game has a lot of barrels. It's comparable to even to Mental Omega level of barrels. But there's nothing wrong with that. It speeds up some of the objectives.
Understood.
Second sensei has been eliminated. Let's move forward.
Confirmed, HQ.
Third one will be approachable from this ridge right over here.
Awaiting orders. On the road. Spin it. On it. Sentinel, here.
Stat.
Let's use our troopers.
Spinning her up. Drone up reporting. Got it. Hunkering down. Taking him down.
And take out the same site.
Roger that.
Oh, I can actually fire from here, on top of it. Well, I guess there we go.
Shield and Caduceus. On my way.
Let's move towards the next section.
That's close enough.
Focus on the main threats. Retreat our Grenadiers a little bit.
Ready to move out. This shield's too tough.
Back you up a little bit. Look at the Hunter Clown cards.
See those barrels by that power plant?
Actually, those are Havocs, not Hunter Clown. Hunters are tanks. I'm still yet to learn the proper names for most of the units. I'm gonna back off with the Sentinels. Give a little bit of healing to this Grenadier.
Incident report.
Now can enter the base, clear out all the structures inside,
Past me. Understood.
and proceed with the later part of this mission.
On the ground. As soon as I can.
We are collecting a lot of intel. That's good because I will have to spam turrets,
Stay right there.
repair turrets I mean, over the course of the mission. Get rid of the enemy Tempest rig, which is the refinery for the Dynasty.
Ready for contact. Confirmed HQ. Holding ground.
Collect the crate. We are max on credits.
Understood.
Someone ordered backup. Construction vehicle standing by, Commander. Let's build up that base.
On dispatch.
Alrighty. There's still a radar station that we can destroy.
Accomplished. Constructing.
Ready to move out. Location received.
Commander?
Standing by.
Right. We're gonna go over the bridge over here.
Affirmative.
Try to attack the same site. I guess we can't.
Take him out. Keep an eye out. Firing on target. Receiving, Commander. Spin it. On it. Roger.
I guess I'll destroy it over time. Let's drop a refinery so it can start generating more resources. And I will have to prepare a lot of defenses to handle this entire group of infantry units.
Yes, Command.
I could also bring all of the drone troopers over here.
We go. Speeding her up. Waiting orders.
You need me? Riot medic reporting.
Right, medic is still in the group, that's good.
We go. Shot.
Construction complete.
Roger that.
We're gonna drop a barracks.
Constructing.
Ready and waiting. Roger that. Taking position. All right. No problem. My command.
Secondary objective.
Same side have been eliminated.
Airstrike ready. Let's pick a location, Commander.
Enemy airstrike is coming. Fortunately, I will have the second one prepared, I believe. Actually, destroy the gate to the Dynasty base. Oh, I will have to
Sentinel.
take it out myself.
Need me?
Moving out!
Here comes enemy forces. We're gonna garrison troops inside the barracks. And actually what I'm gonna do is to place another barracks over here.
Constructing.
Give me a word. Affirmative.
Sir? Reporting.
Let's keep you boys safe.
Commander?
Construction complete.
There we go.
Style, control, damage, no problem. Got it. Spinning her up. Roger that.
Alright. We can drop another power plant because we're gonna need it.
Constructing.
And I guess we can utilize our first airstrike on this massive blob of enemies. I think I'm more comfortable with boar tanks being destroyed.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, they have a lot more over here. Another group of infantry is coming in.
Is under attack.
Standing by.
Grenadiers are doing an amazing job as always.
On call. Holding ground. Hold it there. As soon as I can.
The holdout begins, but we can start producing more forces using the double barracks that we have. We can also repair the barracks in case of anything.
Unit ready.
So at this point, I think I'm in a really good spot.
Constructing.
We'll just start spamming forces, try to lure out some of the enemies.
Unit ready.
The Sentinels actually got elite status, so that's nice. That's another group of enemies.
Unit ready.
We can easily handle this. And behind everything, I can proceed with even more forces being produced. So yeah, in case of insane difficulty, the levels of the enemy attacks are not a joke. This entire group of enemy infantry caught me off guard completely the first time I played this mission. I ended up basically defending next to my coneyard with a lot of turrets, which I can actually make, but I don't really have to. I'm gonna actually back off all my forces and set them on a hold ground stance.
Commander, you can now train grenadiers from the barracks. The satellite uplink will also collect intel passively.
We managed to complete the next objective, which is the buildings, the satellite uplink.
Training.
Incident report.
Where is... There's the right medic. I'm gonna give you separate hotkey.
Confirmed HQ.
Unit ready. Training.
Shield and Caduceus.
You're gonna be group number 2. You're gonna group number 3.
Unit ready. Training.
I believe I should be good to go.
Location received.
There's still some enemy forces over here,
Unit ready.
Yes,
but I
sir.
think I should be able to move forward.
Unit ready.
Deploy turret.
Unit ready.
Sir? Fire!
Ready for contact. On my way.
Unit ready.
Let's press forward.
On the ground.
But the spillage tanks, we have to take them out before they start shooting at us.
Unit ready.
Another airstrike is ready.
Understood. As soon as I can.
Unit ready.
You need me?
Let's take a look around. There's another group of enemy forces, and actually, I'm gonna call the airstrike on myself.
On my way.
Unit ready.
Confirmed HQ. Holding ground. Ready up. Deploying medbay.
That was a very bad airstrike. But whatever, I guess.
Understood.
It still cleared out what I wanted.
You need me?
Unit ready.
Now let's proceed further, get rid of the rest of the enemy tanks.
Standing by. Scouting. On the road.
Shield and Caduceus.
And push towards the coneyard, which is the final objective of this
Location
mission.
received. On my way. Stat.
I believe actually most of the enemy starts as a veteran in insane difficulty. I may be wrong on this, but a lot of instances had me fighting veteran units from the enemy side.
Confirmed HQ.
Get over here, clear out the rest of the base,
Holding ground. You gotta get.
and then we can destroy the coneyard and complete the mission.
Don't even try it. That's close enough. Stay right there. Location received. Hold it there.
There's the final building. And that should be the end of the mission.
Hell yeah! That's the last of them!
There we have it. So as you can see, as for completing main objectives and secondary objectives, you receive requisition points which you can spend in the armory. Armory points you spend by equipping specific upgrades that you buy for requisition, and doctrine points are, well, a separate tree that we'll talk about in a second. So let's continue. I'm gonna show everything, and I will stop the recording there and jump into the next mission. But before that, a short moment of silence. The next mission will also be in Iceland, as we can see. Alright, I'm gonna end right here. Thank you for watching. And see you guys soon for a little bit more of Tempest Rising. See ya!